align it, no healing. Growing ain't no limits to the mindset. From the roots to the crown, we define real talk, real love, perfect timing. It's the nappy dreamer, yeah, you know the vibe. Kia Blain, yeah, we talking real life. From faith to the pain, we just keeping it right. Love, money, self-worth, sweeping it light. Generational curses, yeah, we breaking that chains. Single door mama, still we healing the home. Black joy, black love, yeah, we shifting up from where we lost every lesson, it's a part of the game. Body, soul, yeah, we tapping you in. Safe space, no judgment, let the healing begin. If you're searching for your purpose, let it start from within. We just planting them seeds, watch you bloom and ascend. The melanin mindset, where we grow within.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back, bro. Friend, how you feeling? You're on mute. I don't know how you're feeling.
Muted me out. I'm feeling great. We back, y'all.
We back outside, y'all. We back outside. So I'm not even gonna do the whole if it's your first time viewing, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Just welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. I'm the Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blain.
And we are.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna mess up the Melanin Mindset.
Oh, we're the Melanin Mindset. There you go. Hello. All right. So listen. If you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notification bells so you can be among the first to know when the Melanin Mindset goes live again, starting on Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you're tapped in with us on Threads. Melanin Mindset _ Instagram, Melanin Mindset _ Facebook, YouTube, the Melanin Mindset, and on TikTok, the Melanin Mindset. So make sure you are plugged in everywhere you can be plugged in, and you can also find that information in the description below. Whew. All right.
You all right? Catch your breath.
I think I did it. I got it. That was all of it. I'm happy to be back.
To be back too. I mean, we've been gone in life. We'll, we'll trickle in the information of what's been going on later.
That's another episode. Tonight is not about that.
We're talking about something very special. If I could get my document up, I'll be ready momentarily. Nope, that decided to die. Anyway.
Fun times. Well, while you get that up, I'll just say tonight we're talking about surviving the unseen illnesses. So it's basically surviving things that nobody sees. So you ever think about it this way, like you got a health condition, and just because you don't have a physical or external display of what the illness is, then somehow you may be deemed as less sick. So if we're shining some light on those unseen illnesses or the invisible illnesses. So that's with Lupus and Fibromyalgia Awareness Month. Yesterday was Lupus and Fibromyalgia Day. Yes, and so with that, we do celebrate in support of those who are dealing with that unseen illness. Friend, I do also want to say Happy Mother's Day.
All the thanks. Yes, and Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Yes, to the moms. Thank you to the moms. All right, so friend, go ahead. You got your stuff up?
We're not going to get a round of applause for the moms?
You said what? Oh.
We're not going to get a round of applause for the moms.
Thank you for the moms. There you go.
Okay. The moms get a round of applause too.
Absolutely. So, and we love a good definition around here. So.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we are aware that a lot of awarenesses for this month, but around here in the Melanin Mindset, we talk about things that affect the melanated community, and this is one that's really heavy in our community specific. So this is why we chose this to shine the light on for this month, and not that we're not acknowledging the other things people have. This is what we're talking about today. Go ahead, friend, with the definition.
Oh, you want me to take off the first one? So the first definition we're going to be looking at is lupus. So what is lupus exactly? So lupus is a chronic condition It's unpredictable, it's an autoimmune disease, and it's where the immune system attacks the body's own tissues and organs, causing inflammation and damage to joints, skin, kidneys, heart, lung, and brain. And unfortunately, currently there is no cure for lupus. I do have a few fun facts about lupus, and I wouldn't necessarily say fun per se, but I have a
Let's
few
say
facts
interesting.
about lupus. So, yeah, interesting facts that I found in my research. Lupus does disproportionately affect women of color. Black and Hispanic, as well as Native American and Asian individuals, are up to 3 times more likely to be impacted
Mm,
by this disease as opposed to our Caucasian counterparts. Black patients face a 9 times greater risk of progression to kidney failure, and they often, meet the mortality rate is lower 10 to 13 years as opposed to other races, including but not limited to our Caucasian counterparts. It's most
mhm.
commonly developed in people aged between 15 and 44. 90% of diagnoses occur in women during childbearing age. So that's the
Wow.
information found with lupus. It was
Mhm.
interesting.
And then the other invisible illness we're talking about is fibromyalgia. And fibromyalgia is a chronic long term condition characterized by muscular pain, fatigue, sleep disturbances, and cognitive issues, often called fibro fog. Did we have statistics about that? Yeah, here we go. It affects percent of the U.S. population. That's about 4 to 10 million people, adults specifically. And most common in women ages 35 to 55. That makes up 75 to 90% of the cases. And it affects all genders and all ages. Women experience a higher rate of fibromyalgia, greater pain severity, and increased functional indicators of white women. Despite higher prevalences, Black patients often receive poorer or less effective for the chronic pain. And 90% of participants in fibromyalgia clinical trials are in the U.S. and Canada are white. So
Yeah.
those are our
And that
facts
was
about
something that kind of tripped me out, friend, because when they looked at the
yeah.
clinical trials, most of the clinical trials, although African Americans are more highly impacted, most of the clinical trials are composed of Caucasian individuals.
I mean, because I
So
mean,
African Americans
I
aren't really
always
getting
wondered
into
that too
those.
because when they come when you see these new medicines and things like that, I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody who's done a clinical trial? Like a person
No.
of color? I just feel like we've been on the earth long enough now that it seems like there's some offer, and I don't feel like they, it's been argued that we don't get studied enough as people of color because it's again, I don't know. It's not. I don't know if it's not. They think we're all the same. We're definitely not.
Friend, I think
But
they start us after the Tuskegee
most clinical trials
experience.
are white males. Most clinical trials are white males. So how can you come up with proper care for everybody else doing white males for
Fair
clinical
enough.
trial? Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
The math
But you
don't
know the
math.
Tuskegee experience, the
Yeah.
Tuskegee experiment.
Yes, the experiment. Not not,
It was a clinical
not by
trial.
choice.
That was
Not by choice. By
That's why we're not
choice.
signing
But
up for no
for
clinical trials. I'm not about to be your test dummy. But here's the
maybe.
deal: we have people who are actually living with these current conditions, and we are overjoyed to have them joining us today, so that they can share their life experience with you all, and you all can ask your questions. We have a few for them too, and I'm gonna bring them on one by one. The first one we have up is LaLa. Y'all give it up one time for LaLa. Welcome to the Melanin Mindset, LaLa.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Where are you from, LaLa?
My name is LaLa. I'm from Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Go Birds.
Go birds! Hey!
There you go. There you
Get
go.
excited.
The next one, the next one we have joining us today is Brieana Salter. Y'all give it up one time for Brieana.
Hey.
Hey, Brianna.
How you doing? I am Brianna Salter, and I am from West Palm Beach, Florida. So I rep the Dolphins. Woo woo woo.
It's
I was
okay.
trying.
Cheering for
I was
everybody,
trying.
everybody.
Forgive you. We forgive
I
you.
was
It's
trying.
okay.
I tried.
Oh gosh. The next person we have joining us today is Ashley. Y'all give it up one time for one time.
Hey y'all. So
Ashley.
my name's Ashley. I'm coming from West Palm Beach, Florida as well.
You have a team that you want to shout out?
I have a team because I'm actually a transplant. So I'm actually from Hartford, Connecticut. But I live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
And last but definitely not least, we have Alearria joining us this evening. Y'all give it up one time for one time.
Hello, I am Alearria Johnson. I'm from Pensacola, Florida.
All right.
Up in the panhandle.
No team, no nothing. We just cheering because we can.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Oh man, we got people in the chat. We got a "Let's Go" by Mr. Jimmy. We got a "Hey y'all, hey" from Cassandra. We got a "Hey cousin." Now I don't know who exactly this is. We got
I don't know who
KAPC
cousin that
79.
is, but hey, cousin.
Hey cousin, welcome to the family, whoever you may be. We got a "Y'all looking good" because we are. Thank you. Yes, and do. All right, we got. Let's see here. Unless it's something like.
Oh yeah, these were.
Yes,
they were
I didn't
responding
even
when
see
we
that
were talking.
comment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Listen.
Mhm.
Exactly. Let's see here. We got some claps coming in for. I'm guessing as everybody was joining. We got a "Hey sister."
Mhm.
Yes. Oh, we got another "Hey sister." Yes, and then we got a "Hey sisters." So I guess that's for all of us.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
All right. So, friend, I'm gonna let you kick off the first question. We're gonna dive right in.
Yeah, of course you would. And I told you I couldn't find the document, but I got one. And let's see how we're gonna do this. I guess anybody. Let's pick someone to answer. Let's go with LaLa first, cause go birds. What was the moment you realized something was seriously wrong with your health, and how did that moment change your life?
I knew it seriously was. I'm gonna run that back because I worked in a hospital, so I did nurse and medical assistant phlebotomy. But I knew that moment happened when I'm willing a patient from med surge down to recovery, and I passed out on a patient, and I became the patient.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So,
wow.
and that was like
That's
in
that's some way to realize.
2018. That was like 2018.
Okay,
Yeah, so I
okay.
always knew I had health problems since I was younger. Since I was like 5, always growing up, I had headaches, joint pains. I'm running track and cheerleading. My knees is swelling up, but like my family would take me to the doctor, like, oh, it's not nothing. Like I was a
Mm,
child, and she gonna grow out of it. Or a lot of my teachers were saying I was complaining because my headaches get so massive, like my nose bleed and I throw up, and
wow.
then it got intense. And then after that, I'm having shortness of breath. And then they say, "Oh, it's nothing." Then I find it on now, almost in my 40s. Like I got asthma and COPD. I never smoked. Was never a drinker. I was always doing sports. A cheerleading coach. Played basketball. Was on a swim team. Did drill team. So all of a sudden, like, why me? So like I said, I worked in a hospital. I had to be my voice of advocate because a lot of
Yep.
people was taking me as a joke, like, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Oh, you just trying to leave." And then it just started getting serious because I'm start having tremors. Like, I was anemic. My hair just started shedding out. I'm like, is something really wrong with me? And then the one doctor's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put you on Plaquenil and prednisone." And I was like, "No, you can't. You're not gonna just put me on medication and not tell me what's wrong." Then they told me I had fibromyalgia because they said I had insomnia because I have sleep apnea. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll be with the patients and I forget I got a patient in ER in bed 6. And then I'm like, oh shoot. Then I have to ask my colleagues. But it started wearing on me because I start crying because it started affecting my home with my kids. I'm
Yeah.
like going to the supermarket and then I could be falling asleep. I'm in bed and my oldest be like, "Mom, you left the stove on." Like it got really bad for me. And I just like start blaming myself like you don't want to question your faith, but you be like, why me? And then my kids
Mm-hmm.
started telling me I wasn't fun no more. And then I was with an ex partner, and he was like, "Oh, you don't do the things you used to do." So that started beating you down as a woman because I'm independent, I'm a go getter, and I still try to put this face on like I'm okay, but deep down it
Mm.
got bad, and it made me hit depression. And now I see a therapist for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's been a lot going on.
So you deal with
Okay. Okay.
fibromyalgia and lupus. So
Yes,
you're impacted by both.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
And you know what? I feel like this is so needed because I'm pretty sure there's people watching right now that probably have half, if not more than half, of the symptoms you're saying, and nobody's taking them seriously. So, like, a lot of people could be walking around with conditions that go unchecked because doctors, friends, family just tell you it's nothing wrong with you. You know.
nothing. It got to the point I even because, like I said, I worked in the hospital. I did MA for about a minute. So when I was working in the lab, even at LabCorp, even I was working at the hospital, I'm like, draw my blood, send it off. Give me a golden top or a blue top or a lavender top, and they'll send off. And the doctor's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, you don't need that. I don't think you need that. I'm like, y'all going to stop telling me what I don't need, and I'm telling y'all something wrong. Then they finally hit like, oh, after 7 years, you do have lupus. Like, is it on your mom's side or your dad's side? Like now, y'all don't want to hit me
Wow.
with that. And then I found I had a sleeping problems because I had a hernia. I was sleeping and I stopped breathing in my sleep. So they put a
Mm.
heart halter on me. And they made me do a sleep study and told me I had insomnia. And it's just been left. So I'll take over like 18 medications a day.
Wow.
And then it's to the point they told me
So
with my head. Go ahead, baby.
no, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Finish your statement. I
When
don't
they
want
told
you
me
to.
with my headaches, it's 30 days in a month. It's 30
Uh-huh.
days in a month. I get a headache 21 days out of the month. I can go to sleep with a headache. I can wake up with a headache. It's like,
You just learn
it's,
to live with it.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's
Let's
wow. I'm gonna go to the
let's.
next question. I want to
I
ask. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, you want to do the next question, or you let somebody else answer
Oh,
this one?
let somebody else answer.
Okay. Anybody want to answer, or should I pick somebody?
What was the question again? What was the question?
When did you? When was? Let me find it. When was the moment you realized something was seriously wrong with your health, and how did that moment change your life?
I'll answer it. So my diagnosis came about with lupus was after I gave birth to my son. So I literally gave birth to him, and then I started clotting right after birth, and they didn't know what was going on. I had like this fever and infection, but then 4 weeks later, all of a sudden, I just felt like I had the flu. It was almost like how you felt if you guys have COVID before, but I literally felt like I got hit by a bus. I had this headache, I had a
Yeah.
fever, but I didn't have any like sniffles or runny nose or congestion, but I just felt bad. Like my hands was aching. I didn't know what was going on. So my doctor, I went to go see my primary doctor, and she just did some blood work. And the first thing she did was the ANA test, and it was positive. So it was more so I just felt sick, and I didn't know what was wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just real quick, everybody just take like a couple seconds to answer that. Like when you realized you had this, how did it change your life?
I mean, I'll say that my podiatrist is actually the one that realized that something was wrong. Like I had been diagnosed with tendonitis in one foot, but then like my hands were hurting to where I couldn't even grip a comb or a brush or anything. And so I had a brace. They said I had tendonitis in both hands. I had a brace on both hands, and then my other foot started to really bother me where I couldn't walk. And I went back to the podiatrist, and he was like, "Wait, you have a tendonitis in both feet and both hands?" He's like, "No, something's wrong." He's like, "You may have rheumatoid arthritis. Go." uh, Um, so he referred me to a rheumatologist. I went to the rheumatologist, and he was like, "Oh no, it's probably nothing, but we'll go ahead and do the blood work anyway." I came back a week later. He was like, "Yeah, it's lupus," and I'm like,
Hmm.
"Okay." And I mean, like literally, I couldn't walk. I couldn't use my hands. It was terrible. And then I went back to my hematologist because I've always had anemia, and he looked back and he said, "Yeah, you've had lupus for at least 10 years." Looking at my blood work beforehand, and he's like, "You've had
Wow.
it for at least 10 years, and we've just missed it." And it's because it
Wow.
mimics so many different things.
Oh, Brieana.
Oh, sorry, it's me. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, who's the next person? That's so juicy. Like I'm in the story. Um,
You're part of the story too.
right, I'm part of the story, right? I'm part of the story.
She
Like,
over here like she watching the podcast. Girl, you own it.
no. So what happened with me is, of course, when I got diagnosed with lupus, I had no ailments going on. I didn't no infections, no swelling, no nothing. All I had was a rash on my face. And that's what the spreading of the rash. I was in school, in college, and so I went home, but what made it to the point where it was like, okay, like this is serious, is when I couldn't walk. I could barely make it to class. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't do anything. So I ended up going home. And when I went home, that's when at that time I found out that I had been diagnosed with lupus nephritis. So I had already knew I had lupus, and I was just trying to live my life in college. But then it appeared that it had got more serious, especially because of the symptoms and things that I was having. So then, lupus is already something that I didn't know anything about. But then to learn that you have lupus nephritis, I'm like, nephritis, what is that? And so then, of course, lupus nephritis is pretty much where the lupus started attacking the kidney. And so it started well, not slowly, but rapidly, pretty much deteriorating my kidneys, both kidneys. So that's what happened.
Wow.
Wow.
So definitely affected your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna lighten the mood a little bit with my question, because goodness, I could not imagine, and it's all the same or similar conditions, but all different discovery processes and all different
Mhm.
pathways to get your answer. And unfortunately, that's something I discovered when I was doing my research, is that African American females are often either misdiagnosed or not diagnosed,
Not
even though
diagnosed,
they are the most impacted,
affected.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw y'all a left field question. Um,
Mm.
so let me get mine. I wanna make sure that I ask my question the right way here. So and then of course I lost it. So as far as relationship impacts, right? And this includes everything you could possibly think of. How has your health condition impacted that? Like, has it impacted your ability to date, your relationships with your spouses or significant others? Does that cause a divide in your, I guess, the more enjoyable areas of life? Anybody is welcome to answer this
Oh,
one.
No.
uh, no.
No.
Well, yes
Um,
for me. It was a yes for me.
I'll say in the beginning, yes. When you're trying to date, you're trying to be honest and you're trying to tell people what it is. And of course, people have their own pre-notions and pre-thoughts of
Yeah.
what lupus is. So, like, for instance, a question
They
that I
ask you,
got.
is it contagious? Is it contagious?
Yeah, like
No.
is
Is it
it
like HIV?
STD
And I'm
or
like, no.
something? And so, you experience that, but now I'm engaged. So
Okay.
Well, hold on, wait.
Congratulations, girl.
Yes.
yeah,
Congratulations. The
yeah.
hair flip. Yeah.
It's a hair flip for
I got
me.
to hang for this
She
week,
said
okay? Just so I
she
can
said
throw it
lupus
back.
lupus ain't stop no show, honey. It ain't
No,
stop
no, no,
no show.
nothing,
No,
Mhm.
nothing
that's
at
right.
all.
Anybody else want to take a stab at that question? I heard somebody say yes.
It said,
I
yeah. So with me, it did with my past, but like her, I'm engaged now. So my new man, he accepted me so slow, slow.
Damn.
But my last relationship prior to that, I was told because I got sick, I'm not fun no more, and no one's gonna love me with a health condition. No one's gonna take me serious. That's exactly what this
Wow.
means. Said me to my face. It's like you're not fun for me no more. I'm not in love with you no more. And when you start dating, no one is gonna be in love with you because you're sick all the time. This is exactly
Mm.
I've been with her for all these years. Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
my.
So
I'm
I
sorry
not
you had to
listened
go
to it.
through that.
Yeah,
What's
I
his name?
listened to it. Yeah, I'm not gonna put him on
Listen,
blast.
she's a PI. She will find him. She will be in his driveway tomorrow. Okay?
That's my kind of girl. That's my kind of girl.
She'll be in his
But
driveway tomorrow.
it did put a stab to the gut, but what it did is build character in me, because after I was so hard on myself and I started seeing a therapist and I was all crying, I was just like, LaShawn, you are somebody. I always, like, I sent y'all the poem, our deepest fear is that we are not inadequate. So I go by that, I live by that. And then next thing I know, men start coming to me, I'm like, yo, you pretty. Da, da, da. And I'm like, Lupus, like, what's that? We don't know what that is. You look good. And then my man now, he was like, I'm here. Like, he go me to appointments, he hold my hand. He get mad if I leave him. Like, what we doing?
Like, don't be messing up. I'm trying to support. Don't be messing up my blessings.
Listen, it's like you speaking to Bree over there. You speaking to Bree over there. She look at her. She with you.
Y'all,
I heard a yes.
So I have a yes. Well, I should say, in my past relationship, yes, it did affect, because they didn't understand when I was sick. They just didn't know what to do for me. But currently, so when I started dating my man that I'm with now, I actually got, I think it was like 3 months. 3 months after dating him, I ended up in the hospital for about 4 weeks. And this man would come. He came to the hospital and I was looking a mess. And I was like, oh, no, he can't see me like this. And he did not care. Also, after the hospital, he started looking up things. Like, he started redoing his own research on lupus and what I can do and how I can eat better and how I can just live a better life and manage it. So, yeah, that's where we are now.
Listen,
yeah,
we love to hear it.
And what a lot of people don't know, and men don't know, especially people, it mess up with your sex life, because we literally be tired. It's draining to us. So it's like, it's not that we saying no because we don't want to have sex. It's just like we physically can't. Like, your joints be hurting, you be beat. Like, big kids, going to work, going to school, then you come home. That's already in itself. So, like, when you get your menstrual, it's like, I don't know about you, but when I got my menstrual on and with lupus, it just be killing me. And like, and I be trying to explain it. It's like, well, I don't understand. So, I feel like you're faking. You're a faker. Like, you just not attracted to me. And I'm like, that's not even the case. So that's been a conversation too in the past.
Yeah.
Did you want to chime in, Alearria, before we go to the next question?
I mean, yeah, like I was married when I was married when I found out I had lupus, and I mean, initially it was a disease that he didn't really understand, and so we did bump heads quite a bit. But after him going to appointments with me and things like that, he started doing his own research and whatnot, and so now he is a whole lot more understanding as far as when I'm not okay. And he'll tell me, okay, you got to stop. You got to relax. You got to rest. You can't keep going. You can't keep moving like you are. So and initially it was a struggle. It was a real struggle. We bumped heads quite a bit because he didn't really understand what I was really going through. But now, I mean, we next month will be 21 years of marriage. So he is amazing. Like, I mean, he had to take off work today because I'm in bed today because I can't really move around a lot. Today is a real bad pain day for me. Okay. And he's been amazing.
Nice. Again, we're gonna give it up one time for all these flourishing relationships. I'm here for it. So, friend, we've reached that point in the episode where we have a commercial break. We're gonna allow everybody to step away just for a brief moment. And you all hang with us because we will be right back.
Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Kimmy Elegance, where luxury meets healthy hair. Created by professional stylist Kia Blain of KB Hair Designs, Kimmy Elegance is a hair and body care collection made with nourishing oils and botanical ingredients that support your self-care routine without unnecessary compromise. From rosemary, amla, fenugreek, black cumin, and jojoba in our luxury hair growth oil, to argan jojoba and sweet almond oil in our Pure Protect elixir, every product is created to care for your scalp, strands, and skin with intention. Healthy hair, radiant skin, luxury without health compromise. Shop Kimmy Elegance today.
All right, so I'm gonna put the link up here. If you'd like to go ahead and connect with Kimmy Elegance, you can shop online using that QR code. So go ahead and scan that QR code for us right there, and find your Kimmy Elegance. Friend, did you want to say anything?
I wanted to ask you, do you see me? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. I think my Wi-Fi is acting up. But I did want to say, yes, Kimmy Elegance, like I said in the video, we use more pure ingredients because that's why we're having this conversation too about things that affect us. And one thing that affects us that we are blind to is the toxic ingredients in our skin and hair care. So Kimmy Elegance is trying to still bring you the luxury, but without all of the harsh ingredients.
Love it, love
Yep.
it. All right, and if you want to become an official MFer, scan this QR code and get your Melanin Mindset T-shirt. Plug in; it helps to support what we do, our endeavors in the future, and it allows us to keep bringing some dope content in your direction. We also have other items that are out there on the site for you, such as mugs. We have a few coloring books left as well. And then the last thing that I do want to share is that we're going to be reintroducing our segment where we are asking all the questions. Okay. Well, not asking, but answering all the questions.
Mhm.
So you can submit your MFing questions to the melanated mindset at gmail.com or simply go to the melaninmindset.com and you can go ahead and submit at the bottom of the site your questions. We will not be sharing your names. All things are anonymous unless you say otherwise. All right, friends. So we're gonna dive back into this thing.
Okie dokie.
All right, we're gonna bring our guests back out because they definitely had a lot to say, and I was here for it. I like the transparency in the conversation.
Yes.
I like a good little moment where you tell me all the things. So I'm gonna let you kick off the next question before.
Okay, so this question, what role has your faith, spirituality, therapy, community, your family, what role has it played in your healing journey? And let's go with Bree.
Wow. I honestly think if it wasn't for them, I call my family and my friends my tribe. And so if it wasn't for them, because when I got diagnosed with lupus, none of us knew what it was. But everybody was happy to jump on board to kind of figure out what it was, to kind of be there for me, be supportive of
Oh, that's
me.
beautiful.
And so, yeah, I didn't have family who, just kind of let me go to the wayside. No, my friends, and people in my community as well. They also seemed to be interested in what it was and wanted to know more about it, especially because it was affecting somebody that they cared about. And so I think that's pretty much my experience.
Nice. Alearria?
I mean, well, as far as my faith, it's what keeps me going. It really is, because if it was not for my faith, I would have probably given up.
Mm.
Because it's been some real rough days. It's been some real rough days. But my for I keep pushing for my kids, because I have 4 kids, and I push for them, and they have been exceptionally understanding and willing to help when need be. Because when I'm down, they're okay. What do you need, mom? What do you need? I'll do this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. They take care of a lot of things. Like, they'll cook for me. My boys will come and help me in and out of bed when I need to. Um, so when their dad's not here, they come and they help do basically everything. And so if it wasn't for that support, I don't really think I, I would have made it.
Nice. Love that. Ashley?
Um, so as far as my faith, it has definitely got stronger since my diagnosis, because God has done some things. But as far as my support, my mother has been very supportive. She understands. She almost can read me, because I will keep pushing myself, pushing myself, and she'll be like, "You're walking a little slow. okay. And so she would help around the house or whatever. But my son, he still doesn't really understand because I do look fine. I may not feel good, but I look fine. So it's kind of confusing for him. And I do have a therapist. I need her. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, LaLa.
All right, so I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm very upfront and honest. If it wasn't more so for my friends, my mom lived 8 hours away in Ohio, so like my support system's like, and then on my dad's side of the family is like they got health issues, but they really don't understand because they got high blood pressure and diabetes. But lupus, it like mimics all of that, and I'm trying to explain. They were like, "Oh, you'll get through it. Just pray about it." But it got to the point like I lost faith. I stopped believing because I felt like I was being punished. Like I come to you, I run to you. I'm not a good person. I don't rob. I don't steal. I don't do nobody wrong. So why me? And then when my therapist came, she like, don't lose that faith. God know your heart. God know the person you are. And then my kids come here like I got babies, but my oldest is 16, and he's starting to notice like he see me later and he be like tell my other ones, "Mommy sick today. Mommy got a headache." He'll wash the dishes. He'll sweep and take out the trash. So they've been my support system. My friends shop for me. My man wash my clothes. Like, well, my boo, he wash my clothes. So everybody's coming aboard. So that's how I've been getting through.
Wow.
Mm.
Awesome. You got next question, friend?
Yeah, of course. So, what's one thing you wish? And I'm gonna go right at Ashley. Okay, I'm coming at you with this one. So, what's one thing you wish people would stop saying about someone who lives with an invisible illness?
You don't look sick. That's the number
Mm,
one thing that I hear. They be like, "Oh, but you don't look sick." So I really don't like when people say that because they don't understand how I'm feeling. Even though I don't look sick, I don't feel good.
yeah.
Mm. Bree?
She took the words right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Um, just because I don't, I mean, people know me, so I'll run myself ragged. But there are some people who just can't, But just because I look good, doesn't mean that I, feel my best. And I just wish that people would do a better job respecting that. But because people have so many expectations of us, they remember who we were prior to lupus, if they were in our lives, prior lupus diagnosis. And so, yeah, I think, but you don't look sick, or, you know, automatically assuming that, giving me some Robitussin, or I should, something else, since she said that. I don't like when people tell me, well, how's your diet? You should
Mm-hmm.
eat this. You should eat
Mm-hmm.
that. And, for me, I've been living with this for 15 years. I'm on dialysis. Do you think that I haven't looked up or tried different diets and things to try to better my health? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they think I sit in the bed all day. I'm not sure, but I think that's something that should be um, looked like. I think people should kind of be more careful with that, especially when it comes to our diets, because sometimes those things may be good for someone who has, health, good health, but for someone whose entire immune system is now compromised and fighting against itself, there are maybe some ingredients that they're recommending that may cause the body to flare even more.
Yeah.
Um, so I say that's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it a general consensus the number one thing is you don't look sick? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's
No.
the lip curl and everything. Like the
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That and that whole, oh, well, I know somebody who had lupus and they did this and they were just fine. Or I know
Mhm.
somebody who did.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
Mhm.
oh, everybody is different. So
Yeah.
and so what worked for that person won't work for them. And they're like, well,
Eggs.
you should try. You should just try it. You should just do. All you gotta do is this. You don't
Yeah, they,
walk
they
with
was
that.
telling me that they with my hair because my hair is long, but it's still shed, so it's thinning. So they were like, "Why you wear wigs? You don't need to wear no wig." I was like, "Well, that's what I prefer to do." Oh, so it's like cancer. You must got cancer then. Why you saying you got lupus? Yeah,
Yeah,
This
people
was actually
believe
last
that
week.
lupus is like a
Girl,
cancer.
just by the
So my
comments
hair
you
is
get, I can tell
shedding,
you
real
live in
sheddings.
Philly.
Oh, your hair is long, but when you take your hair and stuff off, I'm like, and it's a security problem that I ain't working with because you went from having a full head of hair to your hair shedding while you brushing it. Oh, you shouldn't wear wigs. Oh, you must got cancer. You ain't got lupus. You need to go back to the doctor. Like people are very like rude.
Yeah. Just from the response comments you get, I can tell you live in Philly. Bro, it was a war
Bruh.
zone.
War zone. They don't care. Like I even have a handicap placard. And when I say my ankle was swollen, it was ankle swollen. They got to the point that my doctor put me in a boot. This white man came to me and going to say, "It's always your kind that's trying to get over on the system." Straight to me in Walmart.
That happened to me one time. They asked me why the lady got out, little lady, and asked me
I like that.
why I was parked handicap, or did I know that I was parked handicap? So I just took
Handicap.
my shirt and I just pulled it back where you can see like my catheter and all that. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, I am so sorry."
Sorry.
And I just was like, "Mind your business next time."
Audacity is at an all-time high.
I don't care what I just want to know.
Listen, wait.
Like,
Those that are watching this segment, please know that the Loopy Girl, me, we are good. Okay, I am so nice.
yeah.
It just was that moment. Okay, that's not me.
Yeah.
I mean, that
I'm
was
done.
me.
Yeah.
It's the disclaimer. Girl, listen. Everybody has their breaking point. Okay? Like, I'm
And
tired.
a
I
lot of
don't feel
people
good.
just
Ain't
ask
going
random
on.
questions.
I was so upset.
But we should. I feel as though, as Black women and just women in period, anybody with lupus, but anybody with a disability, we shouldn't have to explain ourselves. And that kind of
Not at all.
triggered me too on my FMLA paper. I'm trying to file for FMLA work. They told me I can't get it because it's not in the disabled or disability category for you to check off. So when you're trying to get FMLA at my job, it's like, oh well, I don't see it. It's not cancer. It's not a death in the family. It's not high blood pressure. It's not listed on the list for you to check off. So they told me I couldn't take FMLA. Yeah. Yeah.
My cousin works at FMLA,
And
and she helped me with all my
well, I
FMLA.
still take my FMLA, and I told them to terminate me. Be my guest. I take my time,
Yeah,
my PTO. Prepare the others. That's my PTO because I'm out of here.
uh-huh.
Prepare
Wow.
the others.
I really,
Short term,
I
long term
really hope
disability.
like stuff. It has to change. Like these situations are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, are you supposed to walk around with a sign that says "I'm this way inside"? Like, I've never questioned why somebody parked in a handicap spot. Like, that's your spot.
Nope.
You there?
That
Go
white man
Gotta,
there.
looked at me in my face and said,
it
"It's
could be your
always your
grandma's
time."
sticker. I don't care. Park where you want to park.
Yeah, I mean, also, officer checked my placard one time. So we were at a gas station, and I parked in handicap, and I could see him as soon as I got out the car, but he just looked so aggressive, and I'm like, wait, is he coming at me? I walk in, get my stuff, and as I'm coming out, he was like, "Excuse me, ma'am," and so he was like, "Is this your car?" I'm like, "Yes," and so he was like, "This is handicap. Can I see your placard?" Now, I did something I did not know is on your disabled placard. It's like little numbers that's like right
Mm-hmm.
under or around where you see the expiration date. That number is actually your driver's license number. So he wanted my license. So he made me pull my license. He checked it. He made sure it matched. And he was like, so I'm looking at him like, "You happy now?" And so then he was like, "Oh no, a lot of people's just been using, others handicap placards. And so we are trying to kind of crack down on the legal usage
So,
of placards."
like, was he on patrol for the handicap spot? Like, that was his assignment for the day?
Where you living? You live in Florida?
Yes.
Like, he had nothing else to do.
He
Nothing
ain't had
else
nothing else to do. He said, "I'm gonna sit here and watch this handicap spot and question everybody who park in here." I might have hung around and waited for the next person to park. And see if
He
he
was
asked
trying to,
anybody.
they have their numbers that they may have to get. So maybe that's what he was doing. I'm not sure.
Listen, I think all Black people say that. They're trying to make a quota. It's the beginning of the
They
month.
trying to make
And they're trying to get their numbers. Oh, that's our thing. That is definitely our thing for sure. Fred, I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Oh, I got the next question. Okay. I'm trying not to make the one sound redundant where it'd be like the same thing.
You can steal the one I just
What this question says, what does resilience mean to you now compared to prior to your diagnosis?
Mm.
Okay.
To me,
Go
resilience
ahead.
means, I'm gonna be honest, not to sound cocky. It was me. I'm unstoppable. I'm untouchable. Like
Yeah.
no matter how many times I fell down, I had so much happen to me within the last 2 to 3 years with the lupus and outside of lupus. I constantly got knocked down and got right back up. With my son and his condition, what happened with him, and I still was fighting my own illness while I'm in the ICU with my son. And so, yeah, my son was the one that had the plane crash here in Philly on Cotman Avenue. So
Oh
that was my son.
wow.
That's
Oh,
my baby. So while he's in ICU, they telling me my baby on life support and got to go through PTOT, learn his ADLs and his IADLs. I'm sitting here watching my baby fight for his life. And the doctor's like, we're about to pull the plug. And I said, if I'm going to fight my baby fighting, I'm going to fight. But the whole time I'm throwing up, my nose is bleeding. I'm passing out because
Wow.
I don't feel good. And I'm missing my own doctor's appointments. But like that let me know right there how resilient I was. So that was one testimony I had. And as a woman, I'm not embarrassed to say it got so jacked up for me that I got so sick, I almost lost my house. I got evicted out. I turn around and get that money back to put me and my kids into a home. So I feel like I'm unstoppable because God loved me. I'm one of his favorites. And nothing that comes my way, I can't get up and get right back up and do it. So if I can do it, I feel like any woman can do it. It's hard, but you can do
Mm-hmm.
it, especially as a mother. And they just feel like, oh, you the mom, you the priority parent, you the nurse, that's your job to do it. But it takes two people to do it. So why am I the only one that got to carry all this baggage all the time? And I'm living my truth, and it hurts because I did it by myself as a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Anybody else?
that's wow.
I mean, for me, like resilience, because before, like when you think of resilience, it's like nothing can delay you, nothing can stop you. But for me now, resilience is okay. I might delay, I might have to sit for a minute, but if I, as long as I keep going, when I can go,
Mm-hmm.
as
Yes.
long as I'm moving when I can go, I don't sit and wallow in my condition and the circumstances that I'm in. I keep moving in spite
Mm-hmm.
of what
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through. So that's what resilience is for me. In spite of what I'm going through, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep working towards my goals. I'm gonna keep moving and not let anything like stop me permanently. I might have to sit down for a minute, but once I'm doing better, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
mhm. I have to agree. I think it's the um living despite dot 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 dot. Because all of our lives look different. And for me, life has been lifing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we go through things not only, we're not only going through health issues, but we may go through, you know, um, like she said, she had issues with her home. She had personal issues,
Yeah.
social issues. There's just so many things that are going on. And so to be able to be knocked down and then get back up, um, I'm a professor and I always tell students it's not about how long it took for you to get the degree. It's about the fact that you got it. So, if you're knocked down, it's okay. Like she said, it's okay to be down, but at some point, you got to get back up, get back on that horse, and get back to riding. So I think when I think of resilience, I just think of um, just continuing to, my motto is, live your best life. Okay.
Yeah.
So they tell me to slow down on the Pepsis. Listen, y'all, I love a good Pepsi. All right. Now, I
Is this
will.
is this a thing?
Right here in the clutch.
I will compromise. And I came out with the real sugar Pepsi. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
drink a real sugar Pepsi. And of course, like I stated before, I'm on dialysis. So, your drink intake is a lot smaller than regular. I
Smaller.
don't want to say regular, but
Mm-hmm.
other. So, they got the little personal little cans, and I gulp one of them things down. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? But that's me living my
Yeah.
best life, and I'm also compromising, trying to, work and make sure that, I'm not overdoing it, with the fluid, and also trying to be a little bit more conscious about how, what kind of Pepsi I'm drinking. Now that it came out with the
Mm.
prebiotic, I don't know what that is. Too scared to drink it. So yeah, I think resilience is just get back on that horse and keep on riding, keep on
Just
riding.
get back up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that. So, friend, I want to go ahead and pose a question and also make space on the floor at the same time. So the final question, and we're gonna do a round table, all right, y'all. But what you're gonna do is share how can people follow you? Like, what is it that you have going on? Like, how can they follow you? Get in touch, keep track of your story. But before you go, I would love for you to share if you could speak directly to another woman who was just diagnosed with lupus or fibromyalgia, what would you tell her? So we can start with you, LaLa, and work our way around. So tell them how they can follow you, your endeavors, and how they can continue with your story from here, and give your message for any woman that may be watching or see this later.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook as LaLa, LaLa Sayon, Sayon. My last name Hamill, Hamiel. That's the same thing as Thread, LaLa Sayon Hamill. On Instagram as me and my kids, LaLa Sayon Trey, my superhero. Cam, Kamyura. That's Instagram. I'm more so on Instagram than anything. Um, I also coach. I'm about to start coaching again at Sturgis Hornets for cheerleading. So I'll be out there coaching cheerleading and doing that. And that's my social media that I'll be on. And for any newbies that's getting diagnosed, like I tell even my cheerleaders, anybody I come across, first of all, I tell them that I see them and that they are loved. But I also tell them that you can't change what you can't control.
Mm.
And that's what I just tell them. You can't change what you can't control. Whatever happened in the past. Let it be. Just move forward.
Move forward. Go on.
Is it coming around my way or the other
Yes.
way?
Yes.
Okay.
Free.
Um. Okay, I was trying to remember. So, of course, I actually run a nonprofit helping individuals that are living with lupus and other chronic illnesses. So, of course, on Facebook and Instagram, you can find us at the Lupie Lupie girl GIRL. And our website is down right now because we are like doing this construction thing, but it'll be up. And when it does come back up, it'll we'll let the world know on Instagram and
Instagram.
Facebook. But as of right now, we're there. Um, what was the next part? Oh, the one thing I would tell a loopy. Whew, man. Um, the first thing that I would say is it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we are afraid just because we don't know. We don't know what's on the other side. And so, understand that it's okay and know that there are people out here that are living, because when I got diagnosed with lupus, I kept hearing about people who were dead that lived with lupus.
Yeah.
So I want that person to understand that there are people that are out here actually living and thriving in what they do. There are people that are successful. There are people that are working. There are people that are in school, who are in love, who bought a house, who did all these amazing things. And so just because you are diagnosed with this illness, even on your bad day, do understand that will live, you can live what they consider a normal um, life, and a normal, happy, long life. So that'll probably be the first thing that I say, and I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. You guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok is ms_miss_only if you knew. In the community, I am a Lupus Foundation of America ambassador, and I'm also a part of the Glamorous Gammas.
Yeah, forgot about my girls.
Yeah,
Oh, so
so
you a gamer too?
Gamma
yeah,
Papa, that's how me and Ashley know
Okay.
each other. Yeah.
So Lala and I are sorority sisters in Gamma Pi Rho Lupus Sorority Incorporated. If you do have lupus, check them out. We do advocate for lupus, and we have support and advocacy all in one. So
And we don't bite. We
Nice.
love y'all, and we welcome everybody with open arms.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. So if I had to give advice to someone who's just diagnosed with lupus, I would say definitely listen to your body. That's very important. Give yourself grace. Um, Also, let them know that rest is a part of the healing journey. So don't look at it as a weakness. You do need to rest. So yeah, that's it. And just take one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can follow me. I do have a personal blog page. It is Lupus Warrior dash Lady J's Journey. I do post various things just about the things that I go through in a day or in a week or just in life in general. So you can follow me there. You can also follow me on Instagram at Melodic Lady J um, as well. And my advice to anybody that was just diagnosed is just learn your body for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what you should be able to do or what you got to do. Learn your body for yourself and do what's right for you, what you feel is right, because nobody else is walking this journey in your body. Your body is different from anybody else's body, so just learn it and do what's best for you, what you feel is best for you, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
And can I say one more
Awesome.
thing?
Nigga.
I just want to let everyone know that is dealing with lupus. Speak your truth and don't be ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed about it because I felt embarrassed to tell people because I thought they was going to judge me. But if they love you, they
Wow.
ain't going to judge you.
That part.
So, friend, on our way out of the door, do you have anything else?
No. Was you gonna say something else? Or we signing off?
Oh, we're about to sign off. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't forget. I included it in the outro, but I will share. I definitely lost a cousin to fibromyalgia. And so you'll see her face in our outro.
Mm-hmm.
Cantrell, aka Candy, we absolutely love and miss her. But we lost her. She left behind two beautiful children. And she would have been a grandma now. So yeah, like man, she
Wow.
missed out on a lot of things, but she was always a bright spirit. She used to like I'd sit on the phone with her and we just sing. And she would sing, even if she was in pain, she'd just be singing. Singing and laughing and carrying on. And her obsession with her new baby was everything. But her daughter was about, I believe, T was about 4 when Candy passed away. And so her sister, I just realized when I saw it in the chat when it was like, "Hey cousin," that was my cousin. That's her sister. So she
Mm.
tuned
Oh,
in
okay.
tonight. Yeah, she tuned in tonight to hear everyone's story and just to kind of, it's a moment to reconnect and hear other people who are surviving with the condition because you never know. And how things could play out. So this episode is actually dedicated to her. So I thank you all so much for coming and sharing your stories and letting us in on what life looks like for you all with lupus and fibromyalgia.
Hmm.
You got anything, friend?
I don't just uh I did want to make a comment that you guys have some that the page names, if anybody is didn't get it down or doesn't know how to follow these ladies, it will be on the Melanin Mindsets page. It's in all of our advertisements, so you can find everybody you need to find. And thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great night. Stay melanated. Stay blessed.
Right. We'll see y'all next week. We're signing off.